Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name's BrickOwl, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. This isn't going to be a traditional LEGO video, but this is another thing that I really wanted to do on my channel, so I thought, why not do a tutorial on coding? This isn't your traditional coding that most people think of, where you're like, oh, you just type in a bunch of stuff. This is actually a different kind. This is using the Scratch kind of coding, which uses block coding. If you don't know what that is, I recommend you just don't watch this video if you don't really know much about Scratch, because this is a little bit more of an advanced kind of thing. Kind of, not really. But if you already know about Scratch, then go ahead. This video will probably help you a lot. This video was specifically here to help Elliptica Warrior, which does not know how to use how they don't really know how what's the word how custom blocks and lists work. So if you already know this stuff, then that's great. I don't know, this might help you know a little bit more. But yeah, this is for Elliptica Warrior, so make sure to check out their stuff. Really cool. But let's go and get right onto it. First, I'm gonna click create, go to a new project. I'll go ahead and get into full screen. Alright, so first of all, if you go in here, like I was saying, block coding. If you don't know how to use any of this stuff, I will actually do a basic Scratch tutorial, but I want to get this one done first, just because someone actually needed this tutorial. So I was going to get this one done first, and then the other one second. Okay, so of course you have all the basic types of code: motion, look, sound, events, control, sensing, operators, variables, and custom blocks. Says my blocks, but yeah. So what you do is click make a block, and right here it'll show up, and here you are. You're making your very own block. Sorry. Okay. So all you have to do is just type it in. So custom block. So very simple, like just like that. It'll show you this little thing, which is your block. This is what you're defining. You're saying, what is this block supposed to do? Because whenever you use the block, you need to actually describe what it does. It doesn't just do it just like magic. So let's say we want Scratch Cat to move 10 steps, turn 15 degrees, move 10 steps, turn 15 degrees, move 10 steps. Okay, so that, let's see, where you press the space key. Yeah, okay, well, I guess it would be the same thing as if I just did that. Yeah, okay. I don't think... Huh, okay. So as you can see, it kind of goes in a little spiral. Okay, so basically all you have to do, really all it does is it just makes it easier to do certain things. So instead of having to do this specific code, over and over and over and over again for, like, let's say you want, like, I don't know, we're touching a certain object and that happens. Instead of having to do that whole thing again, just do custom block. Here. But yeah, so it's really also, you can also replace it for other things. Let's say instead of changing your X position, you create a custom block X. So when I do X, I move 10 steps. Oops, forgot. Also, you can't delete the define block until all the blocks that are using this code have been deleted. So I'm gonna go in, poor Scratch Cat. Yeah, let's see. 90, there we go. Back to normal. So that is just the just the most basic kind of stuff you can do with it, but there are a lot more things you can do. So, let's see, I will... Oh, wait, no, I need to change this real quick. Okay, I'm gonna show you some basic stuff. You can, really just, depending on what you're trying to do, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. It always depends. So, here we go. We'll get a green flag clicked forever if key up arrow pressed, then we're also going to have to create some variables. very basic stuff, actually. You might think it's very complex, but it's actually much more basic than you'd think. Let's see. Change x by 1. We're also going to get another one of these. Go to x and y. So that, if you press the up arrow key, oh wait, no, it changes x. No, change y. Up arrow by 4. And if we do down arrow, -4. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so now let's see. I'm gonna try to think of a way to actually put these custom blocks in. So what we can do is set your x and set your y to x and y. So do for x and y minus. So, well, no, wait, yeah. You can do just plus, so you can do plus minus 4, but we're just going to do just your simple plus and minus because that's much more simple. So put y over here and your x over here. If this works properly. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure you probably get the idea. I'm not the best at using custom blocks. But really, this is just a basic overview. How custom blocks work. You know what? I'm actually going to go show you guys one of my other projects also. You got inputs and booleans. I forgot the actual things to tell you. Okay, so this is called a label, which is just basically explain something. So let's see. We'll do name. That'll work. And that for name. Name. Oh, whoa. Nope. Okay, name. So this describes what this is. So you have name and name. The differences between these two things is this is basically what you use for any of these custom blocks. So if you want to put name in, you can only put it in here, not the boolean. But you could put the boolean in here, but you can also put it in there. So let's say you're doing a variable, you don't use these, you use this to put into a variable. But if I would go over here, the and or buttons, code, and the not. So that's the only things you could put name in. So you can just put that in all of those. But yeah, that's just very basic overview of all the things for this type of code. So now we will get on to the list. Okay, so if you go to variables, I'm going to delete these two real quick. So you have these, the list, which is the next thing I'll be showing you, is in the same place as variables. It doesn't have its own thing. So if you want to find the list, they're right with variables. So click make a list. So just like the last one, I'll do name. Here we go. Okay, I will show you. Okay, what a list is well, it's a list. So let's say add a name to the list called names. So every time we click the green flag, it will add another name, which is pretty cool. You can also do this just like the variables to show the name. You can also use this to show the name. So it's just like the variables. So if I'll create a variable, there we go. Okay, so you can set and change. Show and hide, just like this. Show and hide. Change is kind of like add. But of course, if you want to, oh, I thought that was lagging. Oh, I forgot. For some reason, only certain keys go for change. Okay, but if you add name to, change name by name, or add name to name. But for the list, if you do a variable, it's much more complicated. You have to do join name with whatever you're doing. But for a list, you don't have to do that. It simply just adds it. Of course, if you want to, because you probably don't want to have the list just go on forever and never, you don't want to reset. Well, if you want it to reset, if you want to do it in the middle of the actual project, just say delete one of name, which will delete it one by one. So let's say we do this, just going and going, and just deletes a bunch. But if you want to reset every time you reload the project, do this, delete all of name, so that it resets it the whole time. So let's see, I will make a pretty simple project right here. Okay, so how about, so Scratchcat says, what is your name? And then we will actually ask, what is your name? So whenever you say your name, then you add the answer to name. So let's say ebag games. They'll add it to the list. They'll ask it again. ebag games underscore test. Add that as well. Then we got, let's see, Brick Out, which is my YouTube name. The Neon Trooper, which is my Minecraft username. So yeah, you just keep adding the names and the names. But we can also kind of, what's the control whether you can actually do that or not. Whether you can actually add certain names. So let's say you don't want someone to add a certain name. Well, so let's say if the answer equals ebag games or ebag games underscore test, then add that answer to the name. Else say that's not your username. I'll change that. Oops, let's go over here. Username. Okay, so what's your username? ebag games. And I just keep asking that. But let's see. Junior, Super Kirby Junior is actually my friends who also makes projects on here. Well, a friend of mine who does that. So it says, oops. I'll do a, wait 1 second so you can actually see that. Oops. Super Kirby Junior. That's not your username. Okay, so, or we could do, oops, if the answer, if the answer equals your username, then add answer to name. Else say that's not your username. So, ebag games underscore test. Add that. But if it's not your username, it won't add it, which is a pretty cool thing that you can do. So let's see. I'll go to my main account, ebag games. Let me see. I'll have to go to. Oh, here it is. Super Mario Blueprint World. This is a what's it called? A co-op I've been doing for making my own custom fan-made Mario game. That's actually kind of really popular. We got only a small team, but we are definitely working pretty good, doing pretty good on the project so far. So let's see, as soon as this, oops, low battery, that's not good. 8%, ooh. Okay, so while this is loading, I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is, Super Mario Balloon World, and as you can see, we have a lot of custom blocks that we're using. That really anything in the game uses custom blocks. It just makes it so much easier. So let's say certain commands, like if animate the pound block. I don't know if you can hear that or not. That is the sound from whenever you ground pound in the game. Flagpole check. Doesn't do anything. Okay, but you get the idea. Let's see. Also, if I didn't do that good, I hope I did do pretty good on this tutorial. But if I didn't do that good, I know Griff Patch, who also has a YouTube channel, is doing a cloud game tutorial, and he does one on lists. So if you want to know more about lists, and this wasn't enough for you, definitely check that out. It is much better. It definitely is probably gonna be much better than mine. So I believe that might be it for this. So if this was helpful for you, please make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, because hopefully, if I can think of a good tutorial, I will get more out for you guys. And other than that, I guess I will see you guys next time. Bye.